Take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Right now, you're probably watching this in a quiet room. Maybe the lights are off. Maybe your phone is the only thing glowing in the dark. And maybe your mind is louder than the room. You keep waiting for Jesus to come back, to appear, to show up in some big, undeniable way. But what if he never left? What if the problem was never his absence, but how tired you've been? Tired in your thoughts? Tired in your heart? Tired in ways you don't even know how to explain. You scroll, you watch, you distract yourself. But when the screen turns off, everything you've been avoiding gets louder. The overthinking, the memories, the pressure, the feeling that you're somehow behind in life. You don't tell anyone about these moments, the nights you stare at the ceiling without blinking, the silent tears that never make a sound, the prayers you start but don't finish. You feel alone in those moments, but you weren't. You never were. Because while you were lying there, trying to hold yourself together, Jesus was sitting right there beside you, not speaking loudly, not interrupting your thoughts, just being there, watching you with the kind of love that doesn't rush you to be okay, the kind of love that lets you fall apart safely. You thought he comes back on a white horse, but sometimes he comes back as peace in a chaotic mind. That random calm you felt one night for no reason, that was him. That moment you took a deep breath and didn't know why, that was him. That strength you had to get out of bed on a day you didn't want to exist, that was him. Jesus doesn't always enter rooms by opening doors. Sometimes he enters quietly through your heart, through comfort, through warmth, through a feeling you can't explain. Remember that day you were about to give up, and somehow you didn't? You thought you were being strong. You weren't alone. He was holding you together in ways you couldn't see. Remember the time a stranger helped you? Or someone texted you at the exact moment you needed it? You called it coincidence. He calls it care. Jesus shows up in ordinary moments that we mistake for normal life. He sits with you when you drink water slowly, trying to calm yourself down. He sits with you when you stare out of the window, lost in thoughts you don't share with anyone. He sits with you in the car, in silence. He sits with you when you whisper, "God, I'm tired." You thought you were talking to the air. You weren't. You were heard. Every sigh, every tear, every unspoken sentence, he heard all of it. You kept waiting for a miracle, but sometimes the miracle is that you survived the day. You kept waiting for a sign, but sometimes the sign is that you're still here, still breathing, still trying, still watching this video. That's not weakness. That's grace carrying you. Jesus doesn't always remove the storm. Sometimes he sits with you in the boat so you don't drown in fear. And you didn't notice because you were too busy trying to be strong by yourself. You were never meant to do this alone. Never. That warmth you feel sometimes in your chest, that unexplained comfort, that moment of stillness in the middle of anxiety, that's his presence, not dramatic, not loud, gentle, patient, constant. You were looking for him in the sky while he was sitting next to you on your bed. You were waiting for him to return while he was walking with you through every hard day. You thought he was far, but he has been closer than your own thoughts. Right now, in this exact moment, as you listen to this, he is here, not judging you, not disappointed in you, not rushing you to fix your life, just sitting with you, like a friend who understands your silence, like a father who knows you're tired, like a savior who never left. So stop waiting for Jesus to come back and start noticing where he already is, in your breath, in your survival, in your quiet moments, in the peace that slowly replaces fear. You are not alone tonight. You were never alone, and you will never be alone, because Jesus is already here. You just didn't notice.